Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, and I'm back with another Mani chat. And if it's your first time watching, hi there, I'm Wendy from Cali, and we'll be doing nails today. I'm only going to be doing one set today, Smoke and Mirrors. For those that don't know Color Street, it is a company that does 100% dry nail polish strips. So these are nail polish, but they're like almost 100% dry. You can put them on your nails and then wait a little bit. There's no dry time really, but you should allow for some time for it to cure, so that they stay on your nails. So highly recommend doing them, right before bed, whatever, and making sure not to use lotions or, wash your hands right away once you do them. And you'll want to make sure that it's not too hot or too cold. Today here in Cali, it's been super cold and my hands are really cold. So I don't know how well these are going to stick, but we shall see. But yeah, usually I do a whole bunch of mixed manis using different sets and all that. Today, I'm going to keep it simple. I want to try to keep this video in under 30 minutes, and you probably have seen me do this before if you've been here before, but I'm going to time it. The reason why I try timing it to 30 minutes or less is because once it hits the 38-minute mark, my phone decides to, start recording another video. So then it ends up being like different parts to the videos. And yeah, I don't want it to be super long. So let's see if we can get it in under 30 today, since we're only using one set. So one of the reasons why I'm using Smoke and Mirrors is because this set came out in the fall. So Color Street launches different sets at different times, and then sometimes they retire them after, the season or whatever. And so Smoke and Mirrors is one of those fall sets that are going to be retired. So if you want this set, you have to purchase it now before they're all gone. And since I haven't had a chance to use it yet, and I have a wedding to go to this weekend, I thought that this set would be perfect, where it's not completely simple, but also not like completely crazy looking either. And I have a dress that I will be wearing. I'll just show you the material of the dress so you can see it. It's like a navy blue, and it's got different flowers on it. And I'll likely wear a jacket or something over it because it's super cold here in California for some reason. But yeah, that's the color of the dress. So I figure Smoke and Mirrors is going to be like a nice, not too neutral color, but also, again, not too crazy color. So here we go. Let's get this done. I already prepped my nails. My cuticles are all jacked up because, one, the cold weather, but two, I've just been having one of those stressful weeks where I'm just like literally biting my cuticles rather than spinning my new ring to keep from, the anxiety and the stress. Yeah. My cuticles are a mess, but we'll fix those. Not going to be too big of an issue to put Color Street over my nails. I'm going to pick out the sets that I'm going to use. So these strips. I don't typically use this one. Sometimes I use this one on my middle finger, but most of the time I use this one right here. And my nails are short enough where I believe that I'll be able to get away with using like one strip for both of the nails, but we'll see. So I'm just going to not have all the nails put away just yet, but I'm going to put away the ones I know I'm likely not going to use. And Color Street is a one-time use product. However, those of us that use Color Street often we know that we can sometimes get away with either heat sealing them and saving them for a rainy day, or putting them in our freezer to save for a rainy day. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm leaving them in the original packaging so that I can save it. All right. And they do come with a file and a nail prep pad, which I sometimes use the nail prep pad if I haven't already prepped my nails, but I don't use the file. I typically like using a glass file, although one of my Color Street Color Play subscription boxes came with this file, and I found that it's actually really easy to use with filing off the excess of the set. So I've been using this. So yes. All right. So what has been happening since the last time we caught up? Well, this weekend's been kind of crazy, and I've been missing it already. It's already halfway through the week, but I keep thinking about how amazing the weekend was. And it started off with Friday at work. We got to have some massages, and that was really awesome. So our office had some remaining credits with this massage company, and we've been scheduling like random massage like dates for us employees to have massages. And so Friday was one of them, even though the weather here in California was super crazy on Friday. And yeah, so we got massages, and then we also, or at least I also, had a chance to go out with some of the management team for a manager's dinner, and that was pretty awesome. Like, we did go to a restaurant that was kind of like known for like kind of like family style, where you share different plates with the table and stuff like that. And so it was a really great time. So I've missed being able to do that. For some reason or another, it's been hard to get our team together to go out to dinner. And so, you know, we were able to do that Friday, and that was pretty awesome. So I was very happy about that. And it was raining like crazy that day. The weather's been like really weird here in California. It almost feels like, are we even still here in California? Like, you guys may or may not know, but like California is known for like its drought and lack of rain. So having it rain so consistently and constantly for, you know, a few periods so far this year has been weird. And like, people have taken pictures of like snow up in the hills and the mountains here in this area that I live in, and it's like not just like the peaks have snow, but like the whole entire hill or mountain is covered in snow, and places that normally never get snow actually experienced snow. So it's like crazy weather, like really bizarre weather. So I don't know what it is, but I mean, I don't mind the rain, but at the same time, I really, really, really miss the sun. So, Mr. Sunshine, please come back. We're good with the rain. Let's stop with the rain for a while. But yeah, Saturday it was rainy too. So Saturday, Panda Bear and I woke up, and like both of us had like the same thought. This rainy day calls for some pan dulce, so some Mexican sweetbread. So we got out of bed, like, I think it was like 7 in the morning or something like that. And we decided to go get some pan dulce. And it was really cool. The bakery we went to is not the typical one that we normally go to. This was a bakery that was actually suggested by one of my fellow neighbors here in Monterey Park. On the Facebook group Monterey Park Life when I was looking for sweet tamales. And so they recommended this bakery for their pineapple piña sweet tamales. And I went, well, Panda Bear actually went and got them for me the first time. But on Saturday, he and I went to that bakery, and we actually sat down and had a breakfast torta as well as a nice coffee before heading home. And then we were going to celebrate my friend Na's birthday, my friend Diane, Na, and I. And so I spent the morning cooking some Spam fried rice and some Vietnamese spring roll fish sauce salmon to bring to Na's for her birthday, because she said that she didn't mind a home-cooked meal from me for her birthday celebration. And so cooked that, got it all prepared. I made enough not only for us to share for Na's birthday at her place, but I also made enough for my parents, Panda Bear, my sister-in-law Carla, and I'm not sure if her kids ended up eating it or not, but I made enough for, you know, both households. And so left the house early. We weren't going to meet up until like I think it was like around 5 we were planning to meet. And so Panda Bear and I went to Carla's early so that I can spend some time with the nieces and nephew for a little bit before heading over to Na's. And so got to play hide and seek and this game called Neighbors. It's a really weird game. It's made up, and you know, whatever the nieces end up pretending, then we kind of just play along, and you know, we riff off of each other. It's very improvised. So we were playing that for a good couple hours before Panda Bear dropped me off at Na's. And at Na's, we were able to just spend some time catching up. I was catching up with my friend Non, with my friend Diane, and we ate while we caught up. And then towards the end of the night, I was actually able to do Na's nails for her for the very first time with Color Street, which I was very happy to do. I love doing other people's nails, so having the opportunity to do hers was a lot of fun. So she ended up picking, so what I typically do with my friends and family, if they're new to Color Street and they don't want me to use like a brand new set on them or whatever, I'll use my leftovers that I have heat sealed and attempt to make a mixed mani on them with the leftover sets, or the leftover strips, I should say. And so it's usually hit or miss when it comes to the sealed sets, because depending on how long I've had them sealed for, and, you know, whether it's been a hot summer or whatever, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. The majority of the times it works. But Na had picked all clear overlays for her nails. And so that was a lot of fun, because I don't typically use clear overlays on my own nails, like by themselves. I like to put like a solid color or, you know, something underneath it before doing the clear overlays. So it was really cool to be able to see the clear overlays on like natural nails without any polish or anything like that. And so I was able to do Na's nails with just all clear overlay leftovers. And that was a lot of fun. So if you're not part of my Facebook group, Wendy's Nail Fee Studio, you can certainly join if you're on Facebook. The link is below in the description of this video if you want to join. You can see pictures not only of my own nail fees, but of my friend Na's nails that I did over the weekend. We do have a photo posted of that. So yeah, that was pretty fun and awesome. And Diane surprised me with like little souvenir gifts. I didn't even expect to receive gifts, so that was really cool. She was in San Antonio and had purchased some souvenirs, and so the cutest little like measuring spoons that says B, like BEE, with like a little buzzing bees, be happy, which is so cute. And then also this cute little container that was hand painted and I think made of clay, and the paint on it was very UV like sensitive. So when I used my UV flashlight on it, it looked so cool because it glowed. And so I had to text Diane the other day letting her know how cool that looked. But Diane had also created like a custom like gift bag with my name on it and a little rose on the gift bag, and I thought that was like the cutest thing. And so I thought I'd share with you guys that while I am doing my nails. But yeah, really creative, really cute. And so she made that, and that was awesome. So I kind of keep that bag like here in my home office and just like look at it because it has my name on it and it's so cool, and Diane made it, so I thought that was cool. But yeah, anyways, so that was Saturday. On Sunday was one of those gosh, what did we do Sunday? I know that, oh, I remember now. Wow. So Sunday, went walking with my Pops and Panda Bear, and my mom wanted to go get her hair cut, and she asked me, because we're going to a wedding this weekend, if I wanted my hair cut. And I was like, I don't know, but it's been like a long time since I've gotten a real like haircut from like going to go get my hair cut. Like I've had my sister-in-law Carla cut my hair. I've had my mom cut my hair. I've even trimmed my own hair. But like, yeah, when the pandemic had started, the usual person, hairstylist that I used to go to, I stopped going to her because she had closed down her shop for a while. And so, you know, when I stopped going to her, then it was like, well, I didn't know if she opened back up or not, and I didn't reach out to her. And like during the pandemic, I had, I think one other hairstylist do my hair, but it wasn't like, you know, I wanted to professionally have my hair done. Like, I keep my hair relatively long, so it's not like I need to really have much style with it. I usually just pull my hair back in a high ponytail or in a braid or in a messy bun or whatever. So, you know, I don't anticipate ever having short hair ever again because I made the mistake of cutting it a little too short once, and Panda Bear was like, yeah, I don't like it. And I agreed, like, it was too short. Before Panda Bear and I started dating, well over 8 years ago, I would cut my hair every 4 years. And so I would grow it long, and then I would get super bored, and then I would cut it into like a short bob. And, you know, it worked for a while, but now, like, whether it's, you know, gaining weight or getting old or whatever, short hair just doesn't look good on my face. So I don't typically cut my hair short anymore. And so anyways, so back to the haircut thing. So my mom's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get my haircut. You want to get your haircut? And so Panda Bear was like, you should go with your mom. Have a mother-daughter haircut day. And so, you know, he convinced me. I wasn't going to cut it too short though. And so I went with my mom to go get our haircuts. And she got hers cut first. And the lady she goes to speaks Cantonese with my mom. So, you know, I'm like, okay, like, I can understand Cantonese for the most part. I just don't speak it well. And so whenever I'm asked, I always say, "Ngo sik tang, sik gong." So basically, I can listen and understand, but I don't know how to speak. My mom got her haircut, then it was my turn, and my mom's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. You're okay here, right? I'll be back." And it's like, "Oh, okay, Mom, sure." You know, sure, go leave me here, and you know, you go do your grocery shopping. We'll be fine. So, you know, Joyce was the name of the hairstylist that was cutting my hair. She does speak a little bit of English, so that's fine, but the majority of the time it was like literally she was speaking Cantonese to me and I was speaking English to her. And somehow we were able to communicate. So, you know, that was all good. So yeah, that was Sunday morning. And then finished with the haircuts, got home, and Panda Bear and I had plans to go out. So we headed out to Costa Mesa for the gem fair. So they were having a gem fair. I've recently gotten like super into crystals, and so knowing that the gem fair was relatively close by, Panda Bear said that we should go. And it's been over 20 years since he's been to one. He had a friend that was really into gems and crystals and rocks and stuff like that, and so he was like 19 or 20 the last time he went. So it's been a very long time since he's been to a gem fair. So it was my very first time going to a gem fair, and I was all excited. So I ended up buying like a few gems, well, a few crystals I should say, but the most fun crystal that I had purchased, that's not going to fit. Okay, this one's not going to fit, so we'll just throw it out. The most fun one was one called eucalyptus. And eucalyptus apparently is a mix of a couple of minerals. One with a fluorescent sodalite. And it's discovered in Michigan near Lake Superior and stuff like that. And I guess the folks that live in that area in the Upper Peninsula are called Yoopers. You know, UP for Upper Peninsula, but Yoopers, Yoopers. And so the person that discovered eucalyptus named it after the people of that area. And so yeah. So there was an owl-shaped stone that was made of this eucalyptus. And it was really cool because you shine a UV flashlight on it and it glows. And it's just really, really awesome. I'll have to like post a video of it when I get a chance to use a UV flashlight on it to show those of you that are fans of crystals, that like how that stone reacts. But really, really awesome. We didn't get that much time to spend at the gem fair though, because we also had to head to Brea for dinner and a comedy show. So I think I mentioned it in my last video about a comedy show, and I said that the comedian's initials were RB. So Ralph Barbosa is the name of the comedian. And there were 4 other opening acts before he came on stage. And there were 2 in particular that we liked. 2 others were just like meh. But Ralph Barbosa himself was hilarious. Like, so relatable. Just, yeah. He is definitely funny. So had a lot of laughs. And then, of course, before we went to the Brea Improv to see Ralph Barbosa, Panda Bear and I had eaten dinner at Cha Cha's Latin Kitchen, which was our second time eating there. And with our second time eating there, we discovered new things. So the waitress that served us actually offered us things like, you know, hot sauces that weren't offered the first time we were there before, and also sparkling water, complimentary sparkling water. So that wasn't offered to us the very first time. So, you know, we keep discovering surprises whenever we go out to eat. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna need one more, because looks like my nails are not as short as I thought they would be. So let's do that. So these two. All right, how are we doing on time? 6 minutes. Hey, I might actually finish this video in time for once. All right, woohoo. Okay, so that was Sunday. Monday, work. So nothing too special there that I can recall mentioning. Tuesday, also work. Nothing too special there, except that I received an email. So Ike's Love and Sandwiches is a sandwich place that I had seen around before, but never eaten until my brother Tony was like, yeah, you gotta eat it. It's so good. And so we tried it at his place in the San Diego area the first time and absolutely loved it. And so since then, we've had it multiple times, and we received an email because we're part of the Ike's, what do you call it? Benefits, like, program or whatever. So, like, you know, you scan it in and you get points, and you can, like, earn, like, discounts and free stuff or whatever. So we got an email that said that, oh yeah, that's too short. That said that there were some specialty sandwiches that were on sale for, I think it was like $9.69 or something like that. And so Panda Bear said, yeah, let's go eat Ike's. So Tuesday, that was last night, we had like a after work date night and got to eat Ike's. It was so good, like so good. So yeah, if you've never had Ike's Love and Sandwiches, highly recommend. Pretty delicious. They are a little bit on the pricier side, but well worth it. Like, really good sandwiches. So that was Tuesday, and now we're here to Wednesday. It's been a crazy week, I'll tell you that. We're only at the halfway point, midway point, hump day, for those of you that call it that. And I'm already, like, beat tired. I'm just like, I'm over this week, ready for it to end. So yeah, just very glad that tomorrow's Thursday, and then we've got Friday. And then, as I mentioned, I'll be headed to a wedding on Saturday, which is going to be great because I haven't seen my extended family members in a long while, and having an opportunity, an occasion to see them and interact with them for a happy reason is really just, it's making me really happy. But it's also giving me like a little bit of anxiety because I'm just not good with big crowds. And let me tell you, like, my extended family is like humongous. Like, we used to, before the pandemic, have holiday parties, and there's like about 70 of us that show up. So that's how big the extended family is. And so, yeah, I tend to get anxiety around a lot of people and all of that. So I may just stick with interacting with just a few select cousins of mine. And I mean, I'm not invited to, like, they have dinner after the wedding ceremony and stuff like that to save on costs, I guess, or whatever. They only invited the parents, meaning my parents, meaning like the first generation or whatever. And so, my brother and his family are coming into town for the wedding. So I'm going to head on out with him and his family, and we're going to go out to eat on our own after the wedding. And so I don't know if any of my other cousins and their families are going to come with us or not, but I did extend the invite via email like eons ago. It feels like forever ago. But anyways, it doesn't matter, because as long as I get to spend time with my niece Emmeline and my nephew Maximus and my brother Tony and his wife Abby, it's going to be all good. Panda Bear won't make it to the wedding. He is going to be spending time with his family. So Carla and her kids. So I think if everything goes right, they'll be headed to Chuck E. Cheese's with the kids. And that'll be pretty awesome to hear about the stories of what they do and how their time at Chuck E. Cheese's. So yeah, it'll be all good. So, all right. I realize that this snail, I might be able to get away with using the smaller one, but you know what? I've already committed, so I'm just going to finish this off with the bigger one. Sometimes if I use one set, I can also do my toes with the same set. If I'm strategic with the strips that I use on my fingers versus my toes. But I already have a really pretty set on my toes that I placed on. I don't remember when, but it's been on for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. Always and forever. It's a beautiful lavender, like light purple color. And I believe it's still on the website for sale. But it was part of the Valentine's Day themed nails. And so yeah, I really love it. And I loved it so much that I was like, I'm putting it on my toes. Because when I put them on my toes, they stay on for like 3 weeks to a month. So I just like love staring at them. And my watch just buzzed. So time's up. But you know what? We still have like a couple minutes before the video ends. So I'm gonna just finish off cleaning this and then put the last one on. And then that is it. And I don't know if I'm going to keep just the one set on or if I might get bored and add more. But here's what I was planning on adding if I do end up adding more. So I've seen folks use the Color Play February box, Virtual Resort. This right here, Pixel Perspective. And this right here, Virtual Views. I've seen people use it on smoke and mirrors, and it looks amazing. And then I've got these stickers that I might add, but I don't know. I'm going to add a survey, a poll in my Facebook group and see if folks say I should add or if I should just keep it to just the simple smoke and mirror set. So we'll find out. And of course, if you are part of my Facebook group, you'll see my nail fees. Otherwise, you know, yeah, you could maybe check out my IG or other social media to see if I post them there. I don't always post it on my other social media platforms, but you never know. So yeah, if you'd like, again, if you're not part of my Facebook group yet, come join. Otherwise, if you like watching Manny chats, feel free to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Come on back. I mean, hit that bell and, know when I post next. I try to be consistent and post a minimum once a week. But, life sometimes happens and things don't go as planned. And so I don't want to, commit myself to an actual set schedule, because I just know myself, like, I will, like, go crazy over it. And I don't need that. I don't need that kind of stress in my life. This is supposed to be fun, and so we're gonna just keep it that way. So I guess I will see you when I see you. But if you do come back, thank you for watching. And here's the end product. Again, don't know if I'm going to just leave it as this or if I'm going to add something else. But if you want to find out, and if you want to vote, go ahead and follow me. Come join Wendy's Nail Fee Studio on Facebook. That's it for now. I'll see you next time. Peace.